There is victory for us. There is victory for us. In the struggles of APC, there is victory for us. For us, oh yes. For us, oh yes. In the struggles of APC, there is victory.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This now program today again, Everyday Politics. Mina Abubakar Kagbo. They bring this show to now. Mina now host, and the program they come out live from the APC U.K online TV platform. Today we get a very exciting topic we can talk about. As soon as I don't see a fly, I don't go around. And so, first of all, I want to appeal to everybody. When you get the link, please help us share. And for Una, we day with me right now, please help us to share this program far and wide so that we able to get a lot of APCians them. We join we get a proper conversation today. It's very, very important. Sometimes with Span and Kid talk say when you dig into an issue, there's a theory we then call fight and flight mode. In other words, if you apply yourself on something for resolve an issue, you're able for basically for resolve that issue there, you get for change tactics. And most often what it happens, some people, especially if you want to go into the security sector, if you deal with an aggressive person, you're able to pacify the person for like calm down. You get a colleague where they watch where they follow, the process where they go through, will not always switch role. So what we are going to do today, it's about preaching peace, not the APC. As I don't see the flag, don't go around. The topic is APC must unite. And another day, me one today, I will get a guest where go there with me. A very familiar person who they can sit down. Today, not a guest, basically. They are not just a kind of random person, because you really find for there. I get somebody in a studio, women are due for sit down and gets a proper discussion into this. And a person where himself know the what's in the happen at APC. APC must unite. We've come so far 4 years. We don't assassinate ourselves. We don't curse ourselves. APC now they happen lately. APC they fight APC. APC they curse APC. APC they undermine APC. And then can tell we say then say wait two big cows them or when big cows them fed and say they suffer na the grass. Now the grass now they suffer, so which means all this animosity we did in the party in the past 4 years or even beyond that, waiting they suffer now the party image and by extension the grassroots themselves they suffer, but the fights they not just okay it did across the board, but basically now for people them then the fights. So today, we can get a proper discussion into this. As I say, you will don't join me right now. Please help me for share. Please help me for share this program today, so that when I say good day, part of the program pretty soon. Today what we do is not just about us talking, but we really want to bring all APCians. Also, we do right now one solution or the work. Now we all, because now we the Philippines right now. Now we know the shape of the party day right now. So now we all conversation today, we can sit down for we talk about waiting the happen at the APC and the solution. It's not just about the problems that we know them. We can take hours, days, weeks, months talking about the problems of the APC. We know the problems. We know really what's in the affect way. So I think say waiting would they try to look at now a solution to the problem. We're not there for can bash on somebody. We're not there for can apportion blame on the individual. What we there for today? Now for 6 solutions. Now for talk to one another so that we're able to find a solution. Well, a solution could not be amicable. So by the topic itself, we say APC must unite. First of all, I'll make categorically clear say in politics, unity it's not the absence of even people if they ask for their interest, for let people stand for position, for let people do what they get for do, for let them get in certain positions them. So that is not what they say. Peace, the unity what they talk about. Unity is not the absence of even somebody standing for something. But what they try to say here is When you're coming out, say you want this thing in the APC, you get for understand, say you're not doing it in isolation. You did do it, you did ask for something or let people and work with you. Because one thing that not able for take banger. So we want to let people understand, say, the same position where you they ask for an APC, the next person we send a member, now you right for ask for them. This na him be done they give it problem at the APC. Nobody know the way na APC passing company APC. Of course, people and they will don't give a lot of sacrifice into the APC. And in a political party setting, the more sacrifice we give to the APC party or to the political entity where you join, perhaps then they give you the edge over another person. But in fact, politics in the real world, politics not they even work so. I remember, say 2007, people and they will suffer for bring the APC kind of power. Certain man and they will be say God will make, and again I used God for the one the way get faith. People away will not even they see them, they not ever associate themselves with the APC. In the end, they were actually appointed into lucrative positions. So again, for one way gets believe, and I say again believe, especially for the Muslims. I'm not too sure about the Christians. There is a very fundamental thing we then call predestination. Predestination means anything where God mark for person now in the happen. It's not about how hard you fight. It's not about how fast you run. I remember I beget one person where we all be the CC na we role model a man where he say he sacrificed all. I know them but plenty. You understand? The abyss, we all know abyss. Struggle the up and down, for put this APC for fight for this party. It's show all kind of love. And I remember at one time we they talk say, hey, ABS 2023, they were with the pull them. Where is abyss today? It's 650. The story not end you. Where is Comrade Pamela? You don't go. Where is we get Boku comrades say we don't go, not especially in Asu, you see. And then where is the Momo Conte? All of them people that are on left way, you see, and all of them people that then get the same determination we all get to. That the same determination that then we get say, then go there with we 2023. So the reason why to make they bring all them they bring this then see the Asu. Now for you yourself, we're very much ambitious. You get for doing with caution. You get for doing in thinking that the life where you get to, the world is stage, everybody gets a role for play. You play your role, you exit. So what you they do, not do things that what EB say, we're very destructive because now they happen at APC. Everybody has a say. I repeat again, everybody get the right for stand for something. But when you stand for something, also remember say what you want, then the next person we own at APC. So I think say what you therefore do here, as much as we all they fight for something, we get for put the party first. It's very, very important. And like you always say, me, I know they actually feel and for people the way it say, then get millions for putting at the party. You know the one that they feel and for, then people that now constituency 056. They just love APC. They not ever it's anything in politics with this in a major say now this kind reward they don't give in a politics. That mommy with the right in Abacha, with the wear red, then they look and bad the eye just because we wear red. These are the people them. The people that will be saying they grab anything about them is about APC. But really, when they look at what are the prospects for let them today now a pole position tomorrow then go enjoy the benefits of politics. Now until Buna where they before able to do good work, that good work they church them. These are the people and first what they think about. So the peace what they call about today is a peace for the grassroots. The phone line they open very soon. So there we don't join with at the appeal to now help we for share this program because if find today now we get an open conversation. All of us we need to talk about what is going on in the APC. Is this the party we've always craved to have? Is this how we want to conduct ourselves? A lot of people are talking about us coming back in 2023. But really and truly, the way things are going in the party, is there any hope for the party? And is there any hope for its membership? Where are we heading to? Are we doing the right thing? Are we being destructive to ourselves? Are we actually paving the way for Mother Bio to get a second time in office? Are we actually playing the self-destructive game to ourselves? What do we do? If APC failed to win 2023, who is going to suffer? Who is going to suffer? Is it you that you have money in your account? You can afford to buy tickets. Maybe some of you guys even have houses in abroad. Your kids are here. Who is going to suffer? This is the question I want to ask. So, as much as you are actually vying for something, I think the consideration here should be the people who are down there looking up to you guys, the political class. By you conducting yourself in a manner that is productive, in a manner that will shape the way for APC to come back to power 2023, that way the people who are suffering currently in Sierra Leone will be emancipated. We have to emancipate these people. But there's no way APC can come back to power if we are disunited. And really and truly, what is happening right now, okay, some people say the history of APC also, this has always been the trend. When APC is in opposition, some of these things happen. But again, I think it's a way too much. So tonight, I get a brother, winner Imran T. Una Sabiam. I will bring come, follow we can get a proper conversation, we get a matured conversation. But not just Imran, you yourself, the line, the number the brand comes soon. And today, I want to open the phone line pretty soon so that we all will be part of this conversation. You know, APC, we have the look the constitution of APC just now with specific reference to Article 8, the philosophy of the party. They say constructive nationalism. You know, all of them time there. So we want to know if not just something where people like you say the one they go school and say if this not just ideas in abstraction, or does this represent a blueprint? Is this a blueprint of how APC function in the real world? So we get to talk about all of them things there. So, but actually today the focus is now for all begin to talk about peace, 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 peace. Because we don't get a lot of things that don't happen. We're tired. We really tired. By this time, we for the work in we for be a united force, ready for take mother bill. We need that sustained level of unity within the party. Not only that, we're able for bring we come together. But before I actually go further today, let me bring our guests for tonight, brother Imran T. You are live, and please introduce yourself or say something. At least you must have. We don't talk behind the background, Imran C. The topic is APC must unite, and you know when you could call me, you say ABS. We have to do something. We need to forget people the way they push the peace process now the APC, even from a distance by talking. Maybe they talk who they talk because this particular program, the link, you know, is accessible to anybody where be online. So either you deal with me for now live or you know deal with me. You'll be able to watch this program at some point later. But really, Mr. Imran, you've come so far and we don't cook. This cook here we don't cook. I want to ask you a question. The soup sweet now APC now, you know sweet. Please come on in, tell us, Mr. Imran.
Ifambule Muna, good evening. I really feel saddened. I'm supposed to be delighted where a day before now or talk about issues in our party. My heart heavy because really and truly it's like now very few of we they see the ambush them. But not to one, the ambushes them with it in front of we, the landmines them, where they don't set for we. And I remember where they get the court ruling. I was one of those people who come out and say they're not for dinner the committee. They're not for accept the ruling for go back to court. And indeed, I still feel that way. We forbidden stay in court. Because if you remember, the reason where they carry go to court, now the very reason now him would function under, which I mean, we I say so. Simply, if you look at the reads, then can we go to court say we select people then. They not want the people they will select before remove them. And they make sure say then take the clause of selection of the constitution where we all happy about. But then say that was not enough for them, then for remove everybody who they select. Indeed, they remove everybody who they select. Then they make a judgment based on the very thing where we go for a court. And that's where I felt these 12 people enough for be accept. And for we don't say no. We cannot cut for this very reason. We don't remove, we senior them because they were selected. If we say na selection, na in the result, then we don't already select the people that we don't select earlier. When we senior them, then we represent we because those are the people who want to represent us. Because you know we can accord for selection, then you can come end up with selection, then you expect we for choose new people. By doing so, we undermine with leadership. And that's exactly what happen now. All that's don't divide the party. We are in a bad way. My brother, when I they wake in the morning, I go on social media. I know they ever hear SLPP and APC for the last 6 months to 1 year. All waiting at the area, now the different factions then of the APC. They bombard each other with insults, invectives, manicures, swear, and the only people that will stand for benefit when things like this they happen, now SLPP. And what in SLPP they do now, they just sit down, buy popcorn, get a glass of beer, and enjoy the entertainment because we entertain them by destroying each other. And waiting that the thing, I can tell people and say, SLPP they use APC oil for fry APC because now we they self-destruct. And if you look at things how they go, I say this, I get a lot of people that want to be followers, then get really, really angry. Then can't come meet me. Oh, you don't sell out. I want to make something clear now. Yeah. I am not one of them cheap people and they wake on APC for waiting at the day. I not ever once benefit anything, just a question me what I say earlier. Now my country now I like foremost. Then second, I like me party. Now because of waiting I observe the happen. Now the only people that we stand to benefit where we defend we said now SLPP. And looking at things the way they are, if we not do something drastic, then we all come under the same roof. Because there is an African adage we say a brother or a family were united, then they eat from the same dish. We are not eating from the same dish. We are not. They could not delude we say. We there at war. We get many people in trenches, so then they're at the bunker. We are at war, all out war. And then they pretend to we say, oh, it's okay, go be better. When you look at the committee, even itself divided. Now 9 versus 12. That's divided. And then do the arrangements there for make things now work. But I don't know why some man not they see that. Now we see it starts first, then get the chairman, they say that them forget the secretary. Then say, well, the rule say na for vote. Then vote, the other 12 get up. Since then, the other 9 not happy. Now they don't put petition. Then they put road minds them because then they blackmail the other 12. So how do we know this committee, the arrangement will come to a satisfactory end? It is very doubtful. So now other 90 days now the waste. And that's worrying me, my brother. And when you talk about peace, a lot of people are not happy. But what will they fail for realize? They say all people's congress. Some man fine, some man wowo. Some man tall, some man short. Some man black, some man yellow. Some man fat, some man dry. That's diversity. We all not go see the same way. And when I say unity, it don't mean say we agree. It just means to say we have an agreement. And an agreement we not get. And this has been going on since 2016. And it's still they go. And they clock the tick. Time not they wait for nobody. And we don't know why people can get this optimism. Say we go win elections where we are divided. And if we notice, we get one person waiting at court, nobody know the supporter. But he happened to say that one grand person there where the all other people live. It stand with them, it support them. In some cases, now even give bail for me they release them. But when the same condition hit him, nobody know it for him. And that is really not how brothers they treat each other. So I go put them to you, my brother, say things are not rosy. I don't know what we will do, but things are not rosy, sir.
Things are not looking good. That is basically the feeling where precipitates the producer of this show say we for come talk on this issue. Things are not looking good because again, if we sit down, I don't know if you get something with it on, Mr. Imran C. I think you have a device that is on. I can hear the echo at the background.
No, I'm not getting anything with it.
Okay, so okay, that's fine. So things are not looking good, and this is a very serious issue, and I don't really waiting you say just now. And one of the things where they happen on social media currently is the aspect that everybody is suspicious. Everybody they suspect in company at the APC. Really, that's what is happening. But I just want for make set clarifications. What's in the happen so Mr. Imran C is not a novelty. We have to be very honest because look at the things that already happen right now at APC. There's a lot of issues the way they the domain where at least we all they deal with. We get the issue of the current governments where them primary focus now for bring confusion within the APC, now for get we weak, now for make we let we scatter. That is what they're doing. But again, I can always tell people them say in politics, let's say just like in Shakespeare, they say all is fair in love and war. That is their strategy. So again, they say understanding the problem is part of the solution. So we know about this, Mr. T. Everybody in the APC knows the aim of the current government, SLP government, not for strangle APC. We know this. So if they put for you and they don't put for you a trap, really you 5 senses and they walk and you go where they not a problem they wait and call. So the point where it's guy for say right now, what do we do as party members then? What are the key things that we for the focus on right now? We go for bring the party back on track, Mr. Imran. Come on in, sir.
Media brother, I agree with you on almost everything where you say, except the fact where you talk for say SLPP party, they after we. Yes, they might be. But don't you think the adage where Kriyoman say before tickets buy you now who sell you? We do have quite a lot of people then we don't sell out to the devil because of the infighting where we get. And there is always a saying, say, you enemy, he enemy. Now you party. So waiting they happen now, you find out for say APC then a situation where a lot of people still know they conceptualize, they look with wisdom. Because as I say here, SLPP gets the wish list, but would they make them easy for them where we disunited? As I say earlier on, when we fight with each other, the way we fight with each other, the person where the benefit, where we destroy we said so. Now SLPP. So SLPP, what they do now? Then just sit down the wait for let we weaken we make we even more vulnerable. So if they launch an attack, we're not going to be able to fight them because we don't see how we don't miss lots of opportunities. Things them where we oppose, we fail in them. We fail in the libel law. We say it not go pass, we go fet them. Because we are weak, then pass them. Then we try for back state of emergency. We try for FETA. We lost them. We will try for FET against the ethnic mix. Now the electoral commission. We then try for employ the new electoral commissioner. We happen for be another Mindi man, and Southerner and SLPP. We try for block that because the ethnic audit doesn't ring well. How you go get an electoral commission where they're supposed to be neutral, then it happens to say the ethnic mix is so pro the other party, then how people are going to get trust in the system? But because we divided, that one went through. We see what's happened with the Auditor General. We stood up, we protested. Because we are weak, it went through. The census, we spoke against it, we stood up against it, but because we are weak, because of the division we'll get at the party, we're not able. So you find out for say, almost everything we don't fight against, even when we go na Kabbalah, Ikonadugu by election, we catch them red-handed, then they manipulate the results. The electoral commissioner agree with us. And what's going to be the decision? Okay, it's okay, I don't get the complaint, but I will read the result. Then I will look into the complaint later. The results don't stick. Why? Because we are not together. Then you get Peter Conte and Kofi handed. Now caught. And now, look at the way we did. We are a lot weaker now than we ever did. And people appeal to say, we get a party now when are 21 people in. Then 21 people in, they're not able to run the whole country. Operationally, we have been rendered disabled, dysfunctional. So, what does that say to us? I think it is time for let we shout SOS. Let all the factions them. I don't care which are the differences. Make all man come on board. Because this is about democracy. And if not democracy, the more the merrier. The other day, I read another comrade, Paulo Conte, don't declare, he don't put his hat forward. That's fine. The more the merrier. The bigger the party, the more juicy it will be. In a democracy, there is nothing wrong in that. But let them give everybody a free playing field, make them all bring the market, like a free market economy, advertise, waiting in the sale, bring the markets come to the customers then, where we are the voters then, make we decide who that we want. And in fact, there is a blessing in that. Waiting that's go make the party we win, we beat all the other people then, it will become an undisputed leader. And that will legalize, it will give the legality and the authority unquestionable. Because right now, we read the other day, Peter Conte, they talk na AYV. He say, Samsuman, how you call himself, Samura didn't court. Because of that, he not go qualify. And waiting, Western law tell we, they say everybody is innocent until proven guilty. So you don't already make a decision, say, a man where they not caught, guilty. So because of that, you don't render them unqualified already. Now all the little things that they create animosity, they create bitterness, they create hatred, and it has to stop. I go give you this. Look, Robin Fale, where SLPP they be hate at one time. He don't go back SLPP. If na APC, no want Anaya. We no want Anaya. Hey, no talk Anaya. Look, Robin Fale, he did it. Look at this man here. Where
Mr. Imran, make I just come in very quickly because you know why? Listening to you, Mr. Imran C, you don't highlight very, very important issues them where we need for delve into them very, very deep. I think say for the past 4 years or even beyond.
Now 6 years.
Yes, waiting the happen at APC, the emotions that they keep a lot. You mentioned Robin Fale, and it's not just Robin Fale. Before 2007, there was a time where we just comrades them where they go around at Simot Road for raise money, and Paulo Conte is one of them, and other people them. I was told about an episode way up on na Simot Road, na Peckham, where Mohamed Jensu, but then he was a blue-eyed boy of the late man. Was it the former wait, the I can't remember. It wasn't Kaba, but I was made to understand. I was told in a strong SLPP person by then. It cost one of us, Mohamed Jensu, cost one of us like I do Lenten so because it was SLPP. Because as you know, Simot Road now a meeting point for Sierra Leoneans them. But guess what happened? When APC kind of power and at the smile while they see this, the Mohamed Jensu became a blue-eye boy. So the APC government and the leadership, the president, Mohamed Jensu, you know, stop there. Now McKinney, we get no. It was a protocol. This was a youth, the youth league can get a retreat when they can get the national conference. Mohamed Jensu is on record for come in a stage and talk say APC and by extension the former president, HE president, and Espai Koma don't make I don't turn a millionaire from cost to becoming a millionaire. The reason what's make we say this thing, if fine for the people they know now in luck. I not say like what they say. Some people can say, "Oh, they work in APC." Not so that's how they say. The point why this guy for let people know how life they evolve. It's not about you. They will like him say, "We you go early morning at water side, I need build clean water." Politics not this way. It's not a sequence of arrival. And then when we can power in a stop day, most people them we enjoy under the APC win. And they call them by names, plenty. Where some of them did, and Escomabi look after them because and Escomabi the rule, it put social cohesion at the core of in governance. It's I can say a nation not able for progress if you never forget everybody on board. It therefore be inclusive governance. That was what he believed in. And you know, Head and Escoma say that we go against some APCs them. But any Nara make able forget a very peaceful atmosphere for rule Sierra Leone all the time we don't need it as president. Because the moment when you estrange people and politically, then people they begin to undermine. Even within a political party, when you estrange certain people and say you're not part of it, you're not you're not half APC, you're not green APC, you're not pink APC. That person they when the Tino Monaram it become disponent. The next thing what they do is to undermine the APC. And when you not get an enemy with him, they not stop there. We get people that they put in lucrative offices them. The Sajisu, the Matthew Dingy, plenty, my brother, the Kona them, all of them people that they sit this way. They begin at lucrative positions them. Even CD, where they saw na ECOWAS parliament.
If I can,
I'm coming. I'm building a premise for you and for support what you say. Then people are then come there make so much money. We come Ebola. People are then put even a logistics. You know, some people then find them one thing. These are the people them today who don't go back. The Ebola fund, who are the signatory? The former vice president, Victor Forongo SLPP, and Matuidinji, these were the signatory now the Ebola fund. They made money out of APC. Then they suggested them all. They made so much money out of APC. When the time reached for campaign, then go back to SLPP, then use real oil for flywheel. So, Mr. Imran, you count a very salient point because when we lost power, Abide Fritzon for a very long time, up to 2019 before we come. We did party office every day. And one of the things I would tell people and say, the mistake we will not go do under this APC. Now, when we see an APC and then get a job na SLPP, we take and say na a traitor. Because now so then guy they be doing, then where per we? You know, even in this country, the most precious commodity in all in government also, where are the hegemony them? It's about information. Now that make you get the GCHQ, where they spend billions of pounds them for letting for gather information. Now I make you get NSA in America, where they spend billions of dollars them for let them gather information. So basically, when you have somebody in, you go able for noting the act. So, but when we kind of power, we became emotional. As somebody gets appointments in the APC, people then go way wide. For us, it was good. They say it's inclusive governance. But now we're in the app where SF within a government, APC somebody gets appointment, we begin custom, we begin with the column. So really, I think there's there's a lot of emotions.
As a serious disconnect.
Come
Yeah.
inside, my brother.
Yeah. You
Come
know,
inside.
me man, you are so right. The APC don't become so territorial. It don't become so embittered to an extent. It's like for say APC want to make hatred to career, you know, because people are not letting things lie. They're not letting things go. I will give you another instance. You know, now something will happen about 3-4 months ago, where I tell people and for say SLPP very strategic. SLPP when they get a goal, then they sit down, think and through, do the cost benefit analysis, put away their pride, put away their ego, and go for it. We all see how they treat Kande Yumkela. We all see how Kande Yumkela left APC, SLPP. He go join NGC. But guess what? When they know see the electability they in trouble, can they get something where it go offer them? You were not too proud or drive hundreds of miles, go na kitchen, go apologize publicly, not privately, publicly, asking him to forgive and come back and join the family. Waiting to happen, let it put them in the past. They are sorry. Please come back home. They did the same to Benjamin. They don't go talk to Benjamin. They don't even offer a position. I don't know if you take the position. How many people then we don't left APC, where APC don't approach, where APC don't show humility, where APC don't show gesture, where they talk to APC people them all the time and they take for say, how we make peace. There is no peace without gesture. Gesturing is always at the center of peace. We were no but conflict resolution, conflict management. You know, say for manage, not for control the situation. And when you control the situation, are two things that can happen. You either stop them or you accelerate them. With the things that work for accelerate, now we stop. The things that work for stop, now we accelerate. Right now, from 2016, we get a row inside the party. I talked about that row. It don't create a lot of upset. I asked the people, what you not angry for? Oh, that person they not for calm. That money don't give you. I am not that, they don't use for the round cheap people. So they feel say everybody cheap. Me a very contented individual. I don't do things because I benefit from them. Me a person where very convicted. And if my conviction is strong about something, I they follow them irregardless what in anybody think. Me feel say na a mistake. This talk when they talk, for make they reinstate somebody, they get for go na convention. Reinstatement. What is the meaning of reinstatement? Now for re-establish the person. That means to say the person the country join and where he left over. You know, they come as a new person. So you don't need for go convention for that. And if somebody come out right now, he want to join APC. So that person they get for go that convention. What are they saying? It's a bit confusing to me. Because they say some people they left. From what me make for understand, I don't know Sam Sumana from Adam. I have never met with the man. And I'm not saying what I'm saying because I like him. Everybody know for saying Samura they support. But even so, I believe in social justice. I don't believe or make them slander anybody.
So
I they can't make I just finish.
Okay.
So people they say it go for me party, not to inform C4C, coalition for change. Now Emmanuel they call Tamba Richard Sandy. Now Ingo register. Not for Samsumana register that party day. In fact, before the election, before 2018, that party day now be a combination, a coalition of like-minded people from SLPP, APC, and other parties, where disgruntled with the political system in Sierra Leone. Where they come to elections, now they decide, say, they go register. Then they go register. And by then, they not get any popular person who they know. And at that time, Samsumana has been kicked out of the APC. Since he gets following, they approach him. Agree. But it's like for say, me come out na net, I can't me web lock me na do. And knock, he say, you know, they open for me. So I go find some side sleep. If I go find some side sleep, that does not mean say I'm not loyal to me web. I have to find somewhere to sleep. Now he lock me na do. But the matter where I try for make Naya is una love with the real. This man don't left from 2016. He was kicked out of the party, wrongfully or rightfully. I'm not interested for going into that because when they try for make peace, the last thing what you want and for begin to point fingers, for begin to make accusations. Point finger, not the help, the situation. We need for understand the situation. And we go tell everybody, it doesn't look good. Next time Sumana Iman them, they constantly disrespect Samura. Then they throw invectives on Samura. Then they call Samura crew. Well, Samura, then do a white paper. When they do the inquiry, his name not come up. And in fact, the judge appraised the man. He talked, the judge, Ben, whatever you call him, the Nigerian judge, he spoke very highly. He spoke very highly of Samura.
Mr. Imran.
Samura wasn't there.
Mr. Imran, you just don't echo a point where I want Lowy. Maybe this will be for give the people the viewers them a point for letting see why this program is necessary. Without I don't want to look down on other comrades them and across the board, all the stakeholders them, especially the one who divide, the one who don't come out, the one who don't come out it, they are all equal. But again, sitting here, we have to accept the fact, say, most of the animosity currently at the APC is between the two camps there. So the
Yes.
Samura and the Samura Kamara.
Well, it is deeper than that. There are quite a lot of other.
I am coming, sir. I am coming.
Don't get the grapes. They say the grapes sour.
I am coming,
join that company.
Yes, I am coming, sir. Even the one way cut themselves together and form themselves say, na big six. This big six, either way, then two camps there also. Then they play their own game when they play. This is all politics. We understand this, but the reality here is the two camps them we don't see a lot of invectives, animosity. It's between this Dr. Samura Kamara and the former Vice President Samsumana in camp. That is the problem with import. So somebody go and talk this. Let us play let us play. Let's not just talk as politicians then. A and B, then two people also. Dr. Samura Kamara become a flag bearer. He really needs the support of the supporters.
They need each other, no matter how you look at.
Samsumana come as a flag bearer. He really needs the support of Dr. Samura Kamara. So the point to me, maybe the type for say here is this, and this is why this topic tonight is very critical. It's very sensitive. Some people go say, don't talk about this thing, but it's really important.
And one other thing where I want to drop Naya, we're very important.
Yeah.
I don't know about 2018.
Yeah.
But right now, inside the APC family,
yeah,
Samura is the man to beat.
Say again.
Right now, I know they talk about 2018. I'm talking about now. Samurai is the man to beat. It will be very difficult to make anybody take Samurai on.
Okay, so we understand the argument, but
even so, I feel there will be everybody the chance.
Exactly. Mr. Imran, we APC UKI online TV platform, as you know, we policy, we need to support no flag bearer. You understand? We didn't also, as comrades say, for promote the ideology of the APC. Whosoever emerges as a flag bearer is our flag bearer, is our baby. We support them, we promote them, we sleep, we get plenty programs for that person. But
and again, if them put a box, allow everybody for run.
Yes.
That's the beauty of it.
Exactly.
It creates diversity.
Again,
it encourages tolerance. And the person will go win, it will become undisputed. And it will affirm the person illegality.
Exactly. So the points where we want for the final start this conversation, and this topic will be also, Mr. Imran. I think say these are the topical for all right now. The way Ackman say or for all and pap say go. Because the reason being is politics and elections is a process of number crunching. You get for hold on to the plus sign or the multiplication if you can. But the subtraction is very dangerous. And then historically, when you look at the SLPP and the APC in terms of the voting bloc, then get a constant, then get traditional everywhere in the world, even also Labour and Conservative, then get steady Labour support voters, then get steady Conservative support, everything call it, then get a floating.
You know, so
make a just land. The point where I decide for say here is Mr. Imran. This is very important, and I'm so passionate about this topic tonight. And I will very soon they can throw them to the viewers. Let us say get a bite. Even if na ABS na so na make flag bearer, if I not get the 55, I will not become a president. If we go into a runoff, like for we when they watch football, when they call sudden death, 50% plus one votes. If I get them, I don't become a president. So if me, Mr. Imran, you two don't get into the race of the flag bearer, I don't dehumanize you. I don't do all kinds of things for you. I don't make me suppose I don't make they make you like say, you know, to mortal man. They nyaka you. You not going to the poll for go vote for me. I don't get a 50. For that I become a president, you don't become threatening, isn't it? So the point what we try for say here is, as much as people are vying for whatever, and it's their constitutional right, but the bigger picture is there is a day after convention, the reconciliation process. And if you therefore reconcile people, even we don't buy, we don't lose money, we don't go through so much humiliation, we should not burn those bridges, because those are the bridges what we get for need to go for me and come back for all hands be on them. And I can always say this, Mr. T, we have currently 3,200 polling stations. So imagine ABS here is the flag bearer. How many of the stations say you are going for the physically for protect we votes? So that means you need people across the board for let them did it for let them help you. So this topic is very important, and this topic is timely. We have to start preaching anybody so far where they vie for flag bearer, be it Samura Kamara, be it they're all across the board. Please, let us speak to our supporters. Them, we're not burn the bridges. What is your take, sir? Before I open the phone line.
Well, I always tell people and say, even the devil has a friend. But the same way, even an angel getting your enemy. Nobody not there will not get advice. We all get advices. We all get restraint. Just like the devil, no matter how we bad, he get the person will believe in him. He get the person will like him. And at the same way, now so that angel, no matter how we find, no matter how he gets good charisma and personality, so God, he get people that we hit them. He get your enemy then. Now that's make I can say to people then, when it comes to politics, politics is not black and white. Now different shades of gray. Now this a lot of APC supporters them no understand about politics. They feel say a switch, they can put them on, then turn them off how they want. All man they say, Sam Sumana don't go. What did they fail for realize? Sam Sumana may not be inside APC, but Sam Sumana gets his shadow there inside APC. Where not them not happy because the person where they like, where una they call demon, not there with them. So to them, is their king. They love him. Then people in there, when they see somebody like Kompoyo, how he passionate, when they see some king, I do not like them. I don't like what they are doing, but they are just expressing how they feel for the person what they like. And besides, those are the ones that are visible. You've got thousands of those underneath, and some of them, because I make for understand, say, the deputy chairman, former deputy chairman, Ninkailu, they say a supporter of Sam Sumana. They say people, even these people are Peter Conte. We see the body language between the all two, and we
for clarity, that's hearsay, isn't it?
Well, that people and they get a suspicion.
Okay.
You know, we not get waiting, but well, you see, when you didn't a party or you didn't a family, when they get doubts against each other, when they get suspicions, when they get innuendo, it is not healthy. It's not helping. For let we stop all of this, that the more reason we get for call everybody on deck. Let we try forget a peace process. Let we try forget boundaries then set. Because one of the problems that where APC don't always get, APC no, we don't ever put boundaries. Now that's make way organizations or country that can get their kind reconciliation meetings after we done, then they sign a communique. Let's do it. We have nothing to lose. What do the benefits we? Sam Sumana evil, Sam Sumana bad, Sam Sumana that. That is what the other camp think. Then the other camp, they come out, they talk and say, oh, Samura not good, Samura this. It is not helping the party. It is not helping the unity of the party. One of the best way, I remember will be small, if two people in the fete all the time, then they make a circle, say, well, let them fete. When I go fete, say one person beat the company, where beat the company, they're not the fete again, no. Mostly they can end up be good friends. Una let we facilitate a peace process whereby we go forget about the past. A lot of people in the come up and say, oh, the constitution they against that. You know, they ever know for say we person go join political party, then get for go approve them. I don't want to hear that kind of gimmick. My brother, you don't take on politics. I might be older than you, but you don't take on salon politics past me. So do you tell me, if anybody go join a political party, then get forget a convention for making them go make them full member. Because so far me concerned, if somebody get a dispute, they expel them. They pause him. Don't go talk to the leadership. They don't accept a letter from them. They need for reinstate them.
You asked me a question, right?
Yes.
So the question here is very. I think there's some a legal implication into this, to my understanding. Okay.
No, I know they talk about legal. What I'm saying to you,
I'm coming.
Unless somebody join a party, any party,
small.
you have to go to a convention for go approve them.
So Sam Sumana was kicked out from the party through a delegate conference decision. And when you look at the APC party, I think say if we want to resolve that problem there, by all means, now the McKinney will go for go ratify the constitution. Now they will forbid.
Now why was the delay?
Well, this now push them back to the delegates them because
and besides,
there's nothing.
We you know, one side away are not really happy with brother JFK. He misinformed the party because Section 40 of the Constitution saying that the president is duty for make sure say we recognize all the treaties. We have a treaty with ECOWAS.
So since Mr. T We are trying to be the peacemakers here. And if we choose, and for all intents and purposes, if we want to be the peacemakers, we have to, well, apportioning blame. I
No, I'm
think,
not apportioning blame. What
thank you
I'm
very
saying
much.
here,
So,
what I'm saying here is
very quickly, very quickly, the time now we get now is studio clock now 8:55 London, which is 7:55. We don't do very close to an hour, and I think say we have to do justice to we viewers them, because if they call this now, you get for the answer in questions them. So I think at this point I will now try for open the phone line. The phone line is open for anybody who want for call at the show. If you call direct now UK or mainland Europe or America, the number, or if you're calling outside UK, basically the number is +44 744 833 8290. If they call just inside UK, they call the number now 0744 833 8290. This is a very, very important topic. Some of week in day na social media where they talk about the unity of APC. There is nothing wrong for let you come now so and can preach unity. It's very, very important.
very
The topic
important.
for tonight,
Very.
we say APC must, we use the word must unite. If APC no unites, it's not looking good for the party. And
I had a lot of people calling, talking to me, telling
all
me
of us are worried. All of us are worried. Because the reason being is, just on a mathematical basis currently, and a very senior stakeholders na APC tell we say, then they anticipate say the number of polling stations and they go add by 10%. So currently we get 3,200 polling stations. For protect them votes them day is very key. The politics of Africa is not just about you getting people in the electoral roll, but you also bring them come the day for verify. Then when they say poll open, you need to bring them come for let them go vote. When you don't vote, that is not all. The counting process, the verification, tallying, and all that, you need to get bodies, and not just bodies. People them way before stand na the 2 feet. People that we get still na the spine for protect each of those polling stations. Because when you bring all those numbers together, now in go able for you a win. So, ladies and gentlemen, the phone line is open. And if you want to call us from Sierra Leone, make sure you save this number +44 744 833 8290. We don't save this number, then you can call in our WhatsApp straight. Because if you say they call direct from Sierra Leone, it will cost you plenty. But now WhatsApp call is cheaper. When I say with the Africa, any part within the world where they follow this program, you can call straight in the studio. Because one for you, what's not take. We want for know what's not take. This program is for all of us, ladies and gentlemen. Make your voice heard. We want for you what you think. Me Imran on talk for a good 1 hour. But basically, we saw right now, the APC, we believe, say things are not looking good. This is our own way of looking at things. People in back on social media, what people they say. So please call us and you say make your contribution. It's very, very important that people call this line so that we hear what they talk. We see a lot of write-ups them and they fly here and there. People are talking about the APC will come together. If we not come together, come here. Don't be shy. Don't be scared. Nobody's going to say anything to you. I know it's politics. People that take the topic is very, very sensitive. But we they do this because we feel say it's the right thing to be done. Anybody will become the flag bearer tomorrow. It's our responsibility for ensure that not just for put that person in face at the ballot box, but for ensure that that person they become a president. Because the painful thing for politics, when they don't put your face at the ballot box and we go to the poll, enable for pull enough votes for them able for go state hosts, then it's really devastating. And especially for the things that will not happen for the past 4 years or so. Believe in me, APC cannot afford for go into 2023 poll for let we lost them just because we hate one another, just because we try for everybody's trying to be selfish. How far you go able for make this selfishness? What would that be? What's benefits we will get for being selfish in order for see the next man? If that man they easy to get you on voting block. And Mr. Imran, why should they wait for people and for phone? There's a lot happen. But by the way, let's just remind people right now for let them know the state of play. Cambia district, Mr. Imran, and this is something where you know. Cambia, they want for get what they call a 3 day peace retreat. And for let us know how this government reckless. They facilitate us of that peace retreat. They don't do what is legally required. Although some of us, they feel say will not be even need for one because the event was going to take place indoors. But these guys are just trying to be good citizens. They just want to forget everything tick legally. So what did they do? They went to CID or then go to the police for go apply for pass. Unfortunately, the police don't block the peace process. Just a peace process. This is what is happening. So I think all of these things now a wake-up call. And for anybody will become a flag bearer in APC, if Cambia no votes for you, you're not going to become a president. Simple as that. Because those are the critical votes. Voting block them when you forget. The Cambia APC and said they don't do what is humanly possible. They say with the call, and myself seated here, I am part of those core where they push for let this year happen. We don't go so much for what we get. We don't do all kind of preparation. Lots of money has been poured into this thing for what we get a peaceful settlement that Cambia this among APCians. The police say nothing, no, they happen. So this should be a wake-up call. Not to so, Mr. Imran. Come on in, sir.
Of course. We know the amount of time, the money, the effort, Mr. Kagbo, where you don't put towards that reunion, Cambia reunion. In fact, you are the pioneer of that whole project. And I want to tell you, thank you once again for that initiative day. It's always been a brilliant one. And thank you where they continue for
Mr. T, I have somebody online at the moment. Hello, caller. May I know who is calling and where you're calling from?
Yes, good evening. My name is Delvin Thomas. I'm calling from Northern Ireland.
Oh, you're welcome, sir. Thank you for calling. And I'm sure you must have seen a flyer today, and then you must have listened to the discussion in the studio. What is your take, sir?
My take is just a question for both you and Imran.
Okay.
In all your discussions about reconciliation, you have not mentioned the role of the diaspora, because again, within APC, United. So I think if we're going to start talking about reconciliation, the diaspora, the different branches have to be involved as well. Because all my way divide, they all get their supporters now the diaspora who they listen to as well. So I think as part of the conversation, you guys need to factor that in.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was straight to the point. I think this is a fantastic topic. Comments where with Delwyn from Bristol don't come with Mr. Imran, and you know.
Yeah, indeed, I agree with that.
In all fairness, Mr. T, you find out say part of the thing we don't operate at the APC, the person will be a chairman not currently when I comrade Alfred Peter Conte is from America, he's a diaspora, isn't it? So we cannot actually talk about peace in the APC when we not factor the issue of the diaspora. Because here is now most of the things them, and in fact the campism now so it's much more entrenched than even in Sierra Leone. Because here people can get the expertise for make sure say that the camp become strong, then get the money, then get all influence. So I think say if we want for unity in our APC, we the diaspora itself, therefore actually look yourself at the mirror. Come on in whilst we wait for the next call, sir.
Well, I want to tell me landed brother we call from Ireland. I know pick his name up because for some reason it was not audible enough. But I do pick waiting in its guy for say because now the word we don't they say it just can't come boots first. Waiting we don't they talk along. You not go say you run a political party, you do a system where some people them superior, some they inferior, some they important and some of them less important. We should all be one. It is one family. We should be made up of the same blood through we vine. And if that is the case, anything what would it do, it get to be applicable to everybody because we are all stakeholders. So I agree with them. And also we never forget say part of the animosity also then at the diaspora because quite a lot of them guys there, some man them be remortgage their house, Some man then sell their horse. Some man then trust money in a bank or go run. Then go, the inevitable go happen. Then say then to see them. Then push them out. Then come back very disgruntled. These are all people where we get for make gesture towards. We apologize to them. Mistake can happen. Things can go wrong. But we still have a future. Do ya? Me na one of the people we go big on behalf of the party. Whosoever feel is grown to, whosoever feels say the party let them down. Do ya? There is something called second chance. He might get right second time around. Do ya? Let we all call we heart. But the way we things dey, if we not come together as a family, like how Mother you go all the way, na kitchen, we go apologize to Kande.
Yes,
Hello?
Mr. Imran, I just get a caller. Hello, caller. May I know who is calling and where you're calling from, please?
Yeah, and I be called through right there. They can do an akuyo and make the people understand exactly what we try to see.
Thank you, sir. Go ahead.
And yeah, because a lot of Sierra Leoneans
Can you introduce yourself, please?
This program.
Can you introduce yourself, please?
Once again, me now the people's power.
The people's
I
power.
right there from Sierra Leone.
The people's power. Go ahead, sir.
And you know, I just log in when I listen to the discussion when Imran say something. And the problem now the country, the problem now the APC, now loyalty, now we big problem now the All People's Congress Party. We, the All People's Congress Party, we not loyal to the party. And when people them they not loyal to the party peace no good day na the party, stability no good day na the party, transparency no good day na the party, accountability no good day na the party, until and unless we loyal to this party, this precious party, this biggest political party na Africa, that the party this way make this country. If we talk about any development in this country, now the All People's Congress Party, but the people that waited at the party, the one that will make up the party, we make we call them an institution. They're not loyal to this fine party. They're not loyal to this most beautiful party in the whole of Africa. Now loyalty, now in the biggest problem at the party.
Mr. People's Power. People's Power. People's Power.
People yesterday, we don't benefit a lot now.
The people's power. People's power. I just want to interject you. Can you hear me?
People will not benefit from the party.
Can you hear me, sir? Can you hear me?
Because of loyalty. They're not loyal to the party.
The people's power.
If we get people away loyal to the party, you and I, we're not supposed to in UK and we're not supposed to in England and I will prove me wrong to say the people's power. What you say you right or what you say you wrong?
Yes, people's power.
Yes, sir.
People's power. You're fundamentally right. I think this is what we've been saying for very, very long time. And this is where some of us now they will stand.
Loud and clear.
This is where some of we stand. People's power, because sometimes, we all get for look ourselves in the mirror. ABS seated here, 2018 election, I supported somebody way by. Okay? But when we cross that line day, we get Dr. Samura Kamara as the flag bearer. It's on record. We did what we did. Because then Dr. Samura Kamara became our own flag bearer. So at that material moment, it's more important than the person we have the support. We get sleepless nights, we spent our money, we took so much risk. We go even places that we say, go, places where we. So this is the kind of loyalty to the party. And my brother, you just make me body rise. The problem we get at APC, people are more loyal to individuals than the institution. And that make this time round, the people's power, now that make this time round, some of us, we made our minds are resolute. I not belong to any.
I want for interject fire.
Unless APC give we a flag bearer, at the moment we get a flag bearer day, my money, my life, my maths, my time, and everything, and they put on that person. So thank you so much. I think say this is something where we get for
before people's power they go.
Okay, people's power. Stay on the line quickly, Mr. Imran.
People's power.
Quickly, Mr.
I am
Imran,
so delighted to hear your voice. You know, one person where I get so much admiration. Kushe, me brother, thank you for the wonderful work. All waiting you learn at the table, me man. If you buy ice cream, it's fine for leak. But we all know the issues there. Right now, this point where we did, we all know most of the problems there. We know them. We can highlight them. We can label them all, word for word. But what is the way forward? How we go solve this? Now, this is not the question. What in go be your recommendation? This is what we should be talking about now, because we know the problem then.
So the question is recommendation before I let you go, people's power.
Yes.
What's my recommendation, sir?
My recommendation to all APCs, whether you then at the diaspora, whether you then at Saludia, let me put the party first. Let me put the party before any other candidate. Let me put the party before any other aspirant. Now we party now we for put before than any other thing. I know they talk about the country, but when it comes to APC business, now the APC now info day before you candidate. If you put your candidate before APC, there comes the loyalty. When you don't come put your candidate before the APC, if they're not give you candidate, definitely they take the back seat. You know go participate.
God bless you, sir. God bless you. God bless you, people's power.
Candidate before the party.
God bless you. God bless you, people's power. God bless you, sir.
I will support the party. I will dance for the party. I will spend the money for the party. I will do all the extra mile for make the party win election. These are the things that people will talk. Now them things here, we go to advocate, we go to sensitize, educate, and disseminate the information to people them. Make people them loyal to the party. Let them put the party before the candidate there. That's what I'm saying.
Thank you so much, comrade. Thank you, comrade.
And this is exactly what I said. I forget ground rules for the APC.
You just spice up the whole program, you know, your phone call. Thank you so much. And then please, una help me for share. Thank you so much, comrade. I'm going to let you go now. Thank you so much. Mr. Imran,
Yes,
this is a thing. You know, I think this program, we get for the continue this message about the unity in our APC, because there's nothing.
No, that's what we're going to hold on to, because this is the most important thing.
Not, you know, the right now.
No, this is
I think we need to go back behind the scene and talk to the producer of the show and everybody where they work behind the scene. Say, let us push this. We can talk about other issues then when we come live.
Yes, but it's about the culture of the party. Everybody gets the person where now
APC must unite. We need we inculcate this particular thing. Now people in mindset say there's nothing is beneficial to anybody, no matter what whether today you become this now APC, you become that. If you get to go through elections, now you get to be MP some side. If they not vote for you, somebody not grab for protect your vote. That's nothing. Waste of resources, psychological damage, and other things them. And besides, if APC, God forbid, lost 2023, there's going to be a problem in the party. And we don't want this.
Well,
the voters there, Mr. Imran,
the voters is a possibility.
Yes.
Because we are disunited.
The voters' mindsets, Nasrallion, are made up. This government, they want a matter be government, they don't fail the people. They can't lie by the people. All can lie. If you don't say the people need change. The people cannot stand a government where the price come out from 60,000 to 200,000. What's in a one bag rest today? Look at the inflation. It can talk all kind of matter. Even in people, even at the south,
nobody lie. The party that we country, they lie to the voters. All the lie by the people and they
it's about the unity of the party, and we are going to hold on to this topic until we exhaust them. We make sure say people and begin to think proper. There's no way for long we will do things like APC if we're not united. Thank you so much, Mr. Ima. Come on in, sir. I think the people's power just don't can lively all make the program get more get more Maggie. What do you think, sir? Come on in, Mr. Imran.
The man, when I do the first audio, when I send and go out, oh, the backlash. But I can always say to people, them.
Actually, Mr. Imran, Mr. Imran, yes. Welcome, caller. May I know who is calling? Please introduce yourself and tell us where you're calling from, sir.
Mr. Cabo, the volume low.
It's Bangura calling from the United States.
Oh,
to be specific, Columbus, Ohio.
Wonderful. A big caller is online, Mr.
Mr.
Imran.
Cabo, the volume is low.
Jibril Bangura from the United States. He just
the volume is low. Can you raise the volume up, please?
Mr. Bangura, can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Thank you so much. For the benefits of who views them, at least the medium of communication, now we just talk Creole. And I'm sure you don't see the flyers, you don't follow the discussion at the program. We say APC must unite. What is your take, sir? And why do you call? Go on, sir.
APC no need for unite 100% for let we change for people in their lives. We think I see they go on and they come to Sierra Leone. We ask for that book to here. I don't get that for years. I know one day broke into tears. But waiting in today, they happen at Sierra Leone. It's appalling. It's sad. I read somebody lock them in jail just because they produce a song where they go, where they oppose the bad things the way they happen. That they can lock them up, cut here. Anybody will go pen them, Baba Banabo. Is that the Sierra Leone? They promise we. Now the Sierra Leone this way they promise we. Now the bread and butter this way they promise to people them. This is the free education way they promise to people them. For picking them. This is not about APC, SFP. This is about tribalism. Tribalism. Then they use the Malaysia where they inside people when they come at Jordan. Go after people. Who someday where anything not seen? Who next day where Marabia no make? They make all sorts of goodness. They do always see the able to do. Nobody no go after them. But me and you, when we talk, they say we wait for you like cancer. Is that Sierra Leone? Now so we can't be there for end up.
So really, comrade Jibril Bangura, a very strong fighter on social media under the APC. I agree with you when you talk say the peace way we need the APC is not a total peace. And I agree with you. Nowhere on planet Earth where people in the talk say they get 100% peace. Because you know why? Politics not a game of interest. Politics, you must get people and way they did before. Politics, you must get people way ambitious. There's nothing wrong for Jibril, where they talk to my ambitious, say, I want to be this, I want to be that. The same position where ABS wants.
Right.
Now you're right.
Right.
For fight for
everybody, as long as you're a registered member.
Exactly. Exactly. But I'm glad the way I get you. I'm glad you want to get somebody like you now online today, and we're going to do a serious talking. The piece what we talk about here is this. You know, when plane don't fly for 12 good hours, for people where they do a long haul, if they reach a point where it be say the flight attendants or the pilots, they tell people and say we get 20 minutes for we land. everybody prepare for landing. Everybody take in landing position. Then he go back, say, even they say cabin crew, prepare, take your seats and prepare for landing. The reason being, all the the plane. This is a moment let people sit down because it's a very critical moment, and this is what we're saying. And having you somebody is a big player in the APC politics, Jibril. We know what you're doing for the party. I think say it's a concerted. We all get the moral obligation at this moment. What we say, what we do, we get to be very, very, very waiting about it. Because there's no way, Jibril, you become a flag bearer in 2023. It's possible. You want me for that support, you know, to Susa. You want Imran for making support, you know, to Susa. So the point what they try to say here is, love is stop for bond bridges them at this crucial moments. And let we be the big guys, the big members in our APC, where they look, say, we put we eyes there, not the ball. Very important. Because we're heading to the final moments. And that the 10 there with them, the crucial goals taking come in. We don't want no own goal. Begin costing to people and make people look bad in our APC. All of these things is our responsibility. Waiting you go out for talk to viewers them tonight, and I'm so happy having you. And very soon you will come to this platform as a guest. What is your message to you comrades them across the world? Come on in, sir.
My message to Sierra Leone: a training thing. Any country get away of politics. But where did they go on as Sierra Leone? It's not politics. Where did they go on other country? They're not of politics anymore. You be APC supporter, you be SPP supporter, you get for look this game where they go up. Say this a bunch of crooks, a bunch of thieves who don't descend at that country for go devour the soul of that country and let me and you empty. And when they say politics, now number, it they add. Now they make the mistake, then they divide. We know they divide. APC now a party where it add. Now that makes anything where APC can have power. It is the country is flourish because we not get tribal stigma inside we. We are all comrades. They don't matter who I come on. But wait till they go on. I want to see and then listen to this one more time. I saw this coming. I come out. I spend my time every day. I spend 3 hours, 30 minutes to spend behind Facebook, educate to people. Tell them, say, these people will not allow them form a government. Sierra Leone, the demise. You they call some people, you tell them, what did they tell you? They say, but I'm not a politician, I'm not a civil servant. I tell them, I say, where then guy can? They're not going to look like a civil servant. Now you first name that you look for, you last name, and what you born. It don't come to a pass. That don't happen. So this whole thing is not about APC, SFPC. This is about how to save the soul of Sierra Leone. The international community will make this mistake, and then still they watch back to see how we Sierra Leone and they perform. We not get to be violent because this water don't pass carry. We just get to use with the brain. Come cause some manner, go cause an Bekoma, go cause Samoa Kamara, no the Esther. Always we need as a nation for come together and stand up to this government.
And also even for course Alfred Peter Conte, because really currently is our chairman. Because Jibril, I'm happy that you are on this platform because
there's a misconception there.
coming,
He's
you will get a message from Ergo.
interim
Because
chairman.
reason
He's
being,
not our chairman. He's
they,
our
they,
interim.
the suspicion where people they get is Alfred Peter Conte, the current chairman of the interim transitional governing committee.
He's interim chairman.
It's not genuine. So because of this thing, a lot of mortar and rubbish is being thrown at him. So imagine this person is here for sell game. Well, people like you say, board team up na tick, you go shake them. You think say na a correct thing for let we begin all this cost and begin to put people in a container and say you belong to this, you belong to that. Come on in, Mr. Jibril.
Comrade, waiting me they tell you where I begin this crusade. Now me, Alfred Peter Conte, the late man, for the Mansare, where they all be the work now UN. Now we all live on this crusade. But thank him, Alfred Peter Conte, where are the caller, they answer the phone calls. So I get concerned, like waiting they go on. Even when he left the executive member in New Jersey, I left Naya, I buy it, I reach the New Jersey, and the chairman where they did, now he go pick me in the airport. He tell me go, I go for the business. But questions, the way they ask me where I reach, now the place, I say I made a sleep there. That had been the beginning of the rebellion.
Okay.
I'm sorry. People and they take and say, oh, enough for say that over there. But now the two are the same.
Okay.
While we order brother, Sammy Bongo, when a taxi driver in New York day, if you did the business in New Jersey, now I tell her, I say as the business done, I say go left me back in the airport, I dey go sleep in the house.
Okay.
As Peter Conte, he gets a mandate. Right now they don't put am before we, but he get day, he gets the number for let it hold that position where he hold. So for let we take the whole thing, go soak in our water, so water, let it damage, it not make no sense. And I know say I didn't have the air, and in a voice, people that they listen to me, some that they video me, some that they record me, where I talk right now. Now we just, my brother, England, where they me into talk about it. Imran are very nice guy. And an historian, an intellect. Me wife, they say, he said, Imran are this guy. I tell him, I'm not Sabia. Because in politics, the good player then is there for keep them. Some of you will not go better school. But that common sense will get them. Come to them and talk about issues them where they make everybody happy.
And I like your honesty, comrade. I like your honesty. So again, you don't begin to put I'm glad and when you come, you tell me exactly what side things that happen between Alfred Sakonse. But now you accept the fact, say they don't put some what we say is our interim chairman. We get for accept some in mandate shots. So I think say now that
and that don't mean say we get for trust her.
It's true. It's true. Yeah, 100%.
We not accept them and not trust them.
We get for Ghana me read now and the way
I don't accept him and I don't trust him.
We don't want to let things be as usual.
So Comrade Jibril, if they read Imranti, he say you not trust them, you not accept them. Which message you get for him, sir?
I not accept that because it been a first it take the party go na court.
Okay.
If you know the amount of cost them when they don't cost me, the amount of CID there, FBI there, we don't can me out in America. They say me they try for me one as alone, me one be the leader, blah blah blah. Affect all these concepts to reach a certain peak. What we don't begin to descend as a Peter Quarter come out from nowhere. Let me tell you something. We get some people among we women them in the fake, the likes of Mikhail Goma. Let's say it will be a fake. We go say Akapua. I said, I had 9 points now. But it's a whole year. As all the way for we for no answer. This young man be. If you end up for be the exact young man, where I want to from. They not flinch. They can't go, man. They come out. They fly normally. They pass.
Thank you so much. Thank you, comrade. And I think say you make a meaningful contribution. If you want for how Jibril Bangura, the politics of Sierra Leone, not just as APCN. This Sunday when they come, we'll get an platform. Tuning again at 7 London time, 7 p.m. London time, and then 6 p.m. in Sierra Leone. Jibril Bangura is one of the guests. So what we need to do now, comrade Jibril, I'm gonna let you go, unfortunately, but please, you know, everywhere in social media, let us continue to preach the message of unity. You've spent so much time, your money, you risk your life, you risk your life, and you pick them. FBI, then they can't you waiting for one thing. It's about bringing back the APC governance, and in doing so, we need all hands on deck, and I mean, as the way willing. So, really and truly, at this defining moments in history, it's about communicating a message of peace. Now we try for bring APC back in power. So as you go and prepare yourself for Sunday, I wish you good luck for the Sunday show. It's a very, very important topic as the flag go round. And I go there for watch you, sir. Thank you so much, Comrade Jibril.
Thank you very much. And around the globe, I say we have thank you for listening to me. And this we want to know much about Sierra Leone. We want to know much about UK. You know, they try for BC Superman, but we try with little side so that we all will come together and redeem Sierra Leone.
Thank you so much.
Mission now is mission to redeem Sierra Leone.
Mission redeem Sierra Leone and DC must unite. Thank you so much. And that's where we end up with Jibril Bangura. So the number now and the time check with Comrade Imran is 9:34. So we don't do over an hour and a half. We're coming very close to the end of the show. Heard. It's very important. Be part of the conversation. Don't be shy. Tell us, give me a solution. It's about seeking a solution, the roadmap to the unification of APC. APC must unite. And as soon as I read what Jibril say, it's able for unite so that we're able for emancipate Sierra Leone. Mr. Imran, whilst we wait for the next call, I think what do you take from the phone call of Jibril Bangura?
Well, Jibril, guy where gets a very broad horizon in politics. He gets a lot of understanding. Because sometimes where I can get some difficulty, I can call him, we can get conversation. Believe you me, that man is loaded with ideas. And the man that way they tell people and for say, what people think about you is none of your business. You know, just focus on your game and what you're doing. And this is the attitude that we have to have, because even recently when I start this call here, I don't get a lot of people that when they call me for intimidate me, and I'm not intimidated by anybody. People that don't call me, tell me for say they're not going to listen to me anymore. I say I'll not start for talk for you listen to me. I just get that conviction, say I should go out there and make a difference. And any one person where you win positively, it's good for the party, it's good for the country. And waiting at the try for say to Sierra Leonean, I don't notice say we get a knack for grudge. And sometimes people can join somebody for nose a grudge when they don't even know anything about. Because I don't see some people that don't call me, don't talk for say, some people that don't left the party, don't go form another party. We're not so true. They don't even know the history of the situation. But just because they join somebody for nose a grudge, then not ask the person, no question. Then just jump in there. And we have a lot of that in the APC. And that is what is causing us our problem. People not discuss issues truthfully. Then they push them under the carpet. And when you push something under the carpet, you always get the tendency to make all that dirt, they come back out and cascade. Let we talk honestly and frankly. Sometimes things that what you say may not be palatable, but they are the only medicine. My brother, where you get malaria, we need hospital, we need it bad, but I the only thing in malaria. And I say this, waiting somebody think about me is none of my business. What is my business is what I am convicted in. And my conviction right now, I am convicted, say, APC supposed to create a clear playing field for the ugly, the handsome, the beautiful, the not so beautiful, the tall, the female kind, the male kind, every persuasion. Then we get a broad horizon. And that goal create diversity. They're not going to make 100% unity, as Jibril said. But at least we will get an agreement.
Thank you so much.
Not so much disunity.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Senior Comrade Imran C. And this is how politics has been evolving for generations. There is nowhere on planet Earth where you get 100% unity in a politics. And you know why? Because politics na interest-oriented game. People want what you want. You be vice president, you colleague na the party instead one for Sidonde. You be president, you colleague na the party instead one for Sidonde. You be minister of information, you colleague na the party one for Sidonde. And I write for the day. So this clash of interest na inki make things and they happen. But we have to be very pragmatic in the way we will pursue which we want in our politics is very, very important. Because at the end of the day, and going back to what people's power be say now in phone call, your loyalty should be in. We get forget that thinking say APC na a baby. You cannot be so greedy, so over ambitious to the point that you throw away the baby and the bathwater.
And the other
this program tonight, it's about the peace and unity na APC. We are not asking for a perfect peace, but we are talking to you, the flag bearers. You have a responsibility. Put it this way. So let us say we wake up tomorrow as APCians. We find ourselves somewhere in Sierra Leone. We commence a national delegate conference. We vote for you, unanimously say, you now we flag bearer. It's not the end. The flag bearer now a license for become a president. No. It's just a process. There are so many steps that we get for go through. And I kept saying this. Currently, we have 3,200 polling stations. You need over 3,200 level, over even 6,400 level added individual, because two people alone not going to protect a vote now one polling station. Maybe you need even 10, 15, 20, because like also don't begin see 049 200. You need more than 10 people or even 20. So multiply 10 by 3,200.
By now, we suppose for even the talk about workshop.
So let's be very honest, because even you being a flag bearer, you get people with a sacrifice over the years. They all, the big six, the Dr. Samura Kamara, the Sam Sumana, the Richard Conte, all of you guys will know this. Una all get to camps them. Una get the people that don't promise say, you go be me this, you go be me ADC, you go be me that. Now then people they get for making presidents. Una get people in our camps them where they cause mayhem, they try to wreck the votes. How would you become a president tomorrow after we don't give you the flag bearer position if we not vote for you? If we not bring people in house for vote for you? If we not we risk we life them for protect our votes? So I am begging you, senior comrades, all of you would vie in for this flag bearer position, because currently all the animosity in the APC is hinged on the flag bearer, not so much on national officers. There's not so much fight there. The flag bearer position, of course, it's a crucial position, but it's about time now we think about the bigger picture. We begin to look beyond the flag bearer political landscape in the APC and in the country. You need those people tomorrow for come and help you campaign, classify people, bring people out for let them vote. You see, and even the registration process. We have to get our people in the electoral role. It's very important. It's not a one-man's job. Right now, people in Dana camps will be say, wait, they see run concept and they look at the eye. So how can you guys win if we not open up? I remember a senior comrade, Capitano, but so one time when he go greet Berry na London, yeah, they say APC must open up. We have to open up, guys. Waiting God mark for you now this world, you get up. We've got comrades will be fired up persona, the Momo concert. The abyss. All of these people, they don't go. They 6 feet deep today. Me it's a player na this world. Nothing on the way guarantee. There's nothing we guarantee ABS seated here if you go be part of the 2023 race. There's nothing guarantee, because I've seen my friend Adena in bedside got the take in life. In last spread, I saw that a man that was fired up. So if now they think say when you want something, you get to look at the bigger picture. Say if not to you tomorrow, there will be someone else. This world it will continue to evolve. Now, sorry for the grassroots and APC, because some of una would they vie for them position there. So if something go wrong tomorrow, una get money, una get connections, una get friends them overseas, una go safely left Sierra Leone, una left the people in Padi Wala. So we beg una tonight, let una pillows them begin one una. This topic I see on kitchen so like what Atman say, karak, una the left hand until we inculcate a spirit of peace and unity in the APC. Mr. Imran, let I give you for your last word, sir.
Well, my brother, thank you for the good work. Just like what you say, Naya, Sierra Leone will get too many extremists, people in dinner, the fringes, the extreme fringes. You know, we get for striker at the center. Any country with a better at the middle ground, there are many people there. Waiting at the middle ground, you get a broad horizon. You're flexible. Waiting at the fringes, you are rigid. And that rigidity, it is show up with people. If you know they talk to Sam Sumana, anybody else will talk to Sam Sumana, where na you party, I don't go sell out store an enemy. If you don't have Sam Sumana, a group, you talk to somebody in Samura, oh, Samura don't give you money. It is a really sorry situation. Come on, let people that grow up in Sierra Leone. Life is more than that. Just like quitting ABSC. The reality is there are people suffering. There are people in Sierra Leone where rain they come. They get for put kitchen inside their house because their roof they leak. Some people every morning they get for climb up their roof, go print plastic, put block them for make their house not leak. That's how difficult life is for them. And people that don't forget say, them people they not the many. We see these last 4 years how difficult it has been for our people. If we get this opportunity for stop with people them, for suffer further, we miss this opportunity. We allow Madabio and he gang them for stay in power, for continue the abuse on we constitution and we people them. God no go forgive we. And the reason that's why some of we, regardless, say some people and they can't meet we, they talk to we, they halapa we they focus on the price. And waiting at the price, that day we will see every APC member come together, they hug themselves, they shake hands, they sign a communique of understanding, they sign the ground rules where we for deal with, for we future, we begin them future and we can begin them. I cannot wait to see that spectacle. But for now, the one the way they talk for say, this not for happen, this not for happen. Some even make something as derogatory as Sam Sumana don't give me money. Anybody we get that thinking they must stay out of the mind. Me na one man we go team up na clock tower, it's me and up. I have not exchanged money with anybody. And me, not to them people them way they swayed by money. I want meet money in our house. I know I want for money. I know the label for money. If I be the label, I probably don't get high office as a long time ago. But that is not my aim. My aim is for let us see a better Sierra Leone for everybody.
Better Sierra Leone.
See the political class they enjoy, like how it always been in Sierra Leone.
A better Sierra Leone.
An opportunity field system where everybody go get a piece of the pizza. Not to just a case where we people them always together the crumbs. I tire for see that.
Tire. Thank you so much, Mr. Imran. Thank you so much. And on behalf of the producer, the team behind the monologue team, we want to say thank you where you come. And when we need you, we know say you know possibly always fired up. We say thank you for where you take your time. Nobody's paying you for this. And sometimes we know the Lord bring you come to this platform, we get for inconvenience you. Thank you so much, and we see you soon, Mr. Imran. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, before I go, when I watch
anybody go so. One man go so. Look who did it. One man go so. Only so for put one man go so. Yeah. We want to beg you to talk to the church people to this man. This time you second as well.
Okay, you got the one. I want to back to the sofa. I'm going to all see the stuff. La kibakia. I all see for.
So this is a reminder. This is a state of play in Sierra Leone. The state institutions that should be working in the interest of the populace are now siding the ruling SLPP governments. And some of these state institutions, I mean the officers that are working there, let's face it, they get picking them for feed. They get weft them for look after. They get push them for run. Some they don't want this so, but I couldn't say instrumental attitude to work. Then therefore think about how they live. You and I cannot give them the daily bread. I know they justify what they do. Some of women na barrack. Lots of the waiting up and that. If you ask them, then get their own free will, then they tell you say it's wrong. But na obey, na command. It's a command-oriented institution, police and military. It's up to you now for do the needful as APCM. It's up to you now, as Delwyn Thomas will say, especially within the diaspora, for Lord, we do the needful. When time reach for registration, and before that time, the comrades of the APC in the diaspora, let us support the party. And as People's Power say, our loyalty should start and end at the party. Trust me, it's good for let you in a camp. If God not mark you, say he be somebody in a camp. There are thousands at the Teluna, and I'm not joking. 2023, I am so optimistic that APC become a power. But I am going to make this I prophesize for una tonight. Una go see people them put in a positions of trust and responsibility. Una no ever a rebut. You know why? Because na so God mark. If in apostle we get that faith. It's not a sequence of arrival. So whatever what you do, think about it. Don't destroy your relationship with other people then. There's a day after tomorrow. We need to be united, not for the sake of the person where you support. ABS said here might have done something consciously or unconsciously to somebody where some man not even face me for tell me. But please forgive me. And me say forgive you. We need to forgive one another in the APC. A political party, the animosity they get, for past the flesh, not for stop, for go na the bones. Politics should not be a do or die game. It's not just a means of what people they come together to organize themselves so that we all wait for put the party, we make a party win, we take stewardship in the affairs of a country. But in order for us we do so, we all need to come together. When I look at Article 8 in the new Constitution 2020-2022, we talk about the philosophy of APC, we say constructive nationalism. Next week, I will expand on those words. But for the people that do sociology, you take the word constructivism. It's a social theory. It's a sociological and it's also a political theory. So, for the APC right now, from a constructivist point of view, we need to get somebody when a an, we need to get somebody when a aid, we need to get somebody when a ace, we need to get somebody when a mot, we need to get somebody when a yai, we need to get somebody when a brain, we need to get somebody when a foot. Not to all NTI make mortal man. That is being constructive from a sociological aspect, which means different components of people and different caliber of people in the APC. Now, therefore, willingly and genuinely come together, puts all the efforts together. Would I get for be a pooling agent? Would I get for be a NEC representative? Would I get for day in a tally center? Would I get for day in the command center? Would I get for day for work out with the flag bearer? Would I get for day for the go to TV for the propagate the message of the APC? All of them people are so. Now we all get for make APC win. It's not about one person. Imagine we get one flag bearer, but all of those things, you get an engine. That is the theory of constructivism. The philosophy of APC, constructive nationalism, with a candy. But just you take constructivism, you need all the aspects there. So just an engine, the piston, the plug, the oil, everything for the fired up Now you go make the engine run, the machine go before. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you now. We in ourselves come and join we into this topic. Next week, we will push the same topic. APC must unite. Tell us thank you. We don't take una time. This is our platform, and the message out there is about peace, peace, peace. Remember, we get a civil war in Sierra Leone. It reach a point people are tired of being called for peace. Them meme, open woman them belly, rape, do all kinds of things, amputate people them. Musa we end a peace process. And Musa we end. There's a Truth and Reconciliation Commission. Few people them. They say the one that will be the most atrocious crime them, and then they go prison. Now they are most few. They left buffing. Today, we see the indelible wreckages of the war in Sierra Leone. We see people in the sit down, the wheelchair, then limbs them meme. That is the process of saying, my team is right and your team is wrong. We have to stop this. Now we learn from the war in the APC. There's nothing anybody can benefit in the current state of the party if we will not try. But first of all, one word with empathy. So the piece what they talk about here is about empathizing with your colleague. If Zainab Sheriff Bangura come out for opposition, for example, against Justina Bangura, they all for understand themselves say, they all get rights for come out for it. Empathy. If there's a conflict, they need to understand one another. Say, all my standpoint is right. Nobody's right or wrong. You empathize. You may disagree with Zainab Sheriff. You may disagree with Justina Bangura, but you have to understand why they behave this way. Now, so much amount they. So that word empathy, we need to understand why Sam Sumana won't come back. We need to understand from where Samura Kamara would not make him flag bearer. He stood with the party, and I know all the time we don't lose. He has been the man. We're very stable in APC. Let's face it. He has always been there. So if you continue one for being flag bearer, understand them. People of the big six, some of them people that run dinner at the party long before Samura Kamara. Now we understand them. Say, this is and get a stake. All of them, the Petito, the Richard Conte, the Paulo Conte, the Kemosi Sedem, all of them comrades there, so they all get stake in APC. If not for anything, then get a voting block. Empathy, the word is very important. You may disagree with them, but don't do it in a way that will be very destructive. They say when cow them, they lose, they begin fat. Now the grass and they suffer. And that's how at the end this program today, me now na host ABS, and that's where I will say Saturday tonight until Friday we meet again. I thank you now all we will be between this program, and please continue for share this program here because people know they watch them even when the program not they live. I thank you so much.